Well, hello and welcome everybody on this morning here at Nirodha Mindfulness Center. I want to welcome each and every one of you for taking of your time to be here and get here this morning. And I want to say thank you to the people watching us on YouTube as well. Today we're going to be talking about self-compassion and the importance of bringing self-compassion into our daily living. But before we begin and get into the whole talk and the whole concept and all this, I would like us to do a short practice of breath awareness, maybe bringing a little bit of movement to our body just to awaken our senses and bring ourselves to be grounded in the present moment in this room that we are sharing right now together. So I'm going to invite you to kneel, but you can use this. You can put them like this, and we can kneel right here. Yeah. And I would like you to just try to stay straight here and bring the palms of your hands to your chest. Maybe you would like to sway your body slowly from side to side. You can close your eyes and just notice how your body feels while you move slowly from one side to the other. Taking deep breaths in through your nose and slowly letting it out. As we prepare for today's practice, maybe you want to add some circles and go down a little bit and up. As you let go of the to-do list of this day, the expectations for today's lesson, we can reverse those hip circles. Just letting go with each breath you're taking. And finding a neutral posture here. Maybe you want to go and sit down on your heels. Just sensing your body here. Without judgment, without expectation. Breathing in and slowly and gently out. Noticing how your heart feels. And keeping in mind that today's intention is to bring self-compassion into our lives. In deep inhales and long and gentle exhales through the nose all the time. Just settling into this beautiful moment. You can open your eyes whenever you're ready and come back to the room as we sit down back into a comfortable position for you. And we begin our discussion for today and keep on with our practice as well. So I would like to ask you, each of you, what is self-compassion to you? Who wants to start? Judy, I'm so sorry. But she said she was the one. Don't worry. I was not going to say
Okay. Well, self-compassion is love for yourself, I think, love and kindness for yourself, taking care of yourself, um, and giving yourself some nurturing.
And do you think that we practice that daily in our lives?
No. I think, in I think about my life every day. I don't give myself enough time or, you know, or space to take care of myself. I'm too busy, you know, taking care of others. Always thinking about others. What do I do in the home? What do I do at work? And everything that I do, I have to say, the majority of the time is for others, I think. And when I spend time for myself, that's the time when I do meditation or yoga. And of course, the basic thing like showering, which we all do, but that's very limited, and that's not taking care. I don't think taking a shower is taking care of ourselves in it, unless you pay attention to what you do in that moment. Then it will be taking care of yourself. Otherwise, it will be a chore that I have to do. Just get it done quickly, and and that's it. So that's for me anyway. And I like to have more time to focus, on doing things for myself, because it's necessary. It gives me a recharge, I think, so that I can do more. But I have to think about it a lot. When I'm going to do this, when I'm going to do the yoga, when I'm going to sit down, listen to the music, or read a book just for me. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll pass it around.
Good morning. Well, self compassion to me is a conscious caring for yourself. So that means, you know, uh, uh, just like mindful of what you're doing, and are you, good to yourself, or you are neglecting yourself, or all these levels of caring, tender caring for yourself, and a compassion too. I mean, self-compassion means to me something is what is good for me is good for others. Otherwise, it doesn't mean anything. If if it's not good for you, and what is it? It's not good for anybody. So taking good care of yourself is the most important thing. Self-compassion.
I think self-compassion for me is to try to always try to remind yourself that you are enough and that you don't always have to be perfect. And for me, that's super hard, and that is pretty much the core of me. So to try to remember to step back and just realize that that's not what life's about, and that's not what you have to be.
I agree with everybody. To be good to yourself and to take time for yourself. I think that's hard for all of us to take the time to do that. I've been really trying, and coming here is actually giving me more mindfulness, like, hey, before I get up, I should just sit here a minute and just breathe before going to bed. So it's been helping me to do that. So thank you.
Self-compassion for me, I think, is just being intentional. As Dr. Tran said about taking a shower, you just kind of do everything as kind of a robot. Versus, one of the things I try to do that I figured out that I enjoy is doing a bubble bath. Well, that's, instead of taking a shower, I will do that. And that's all about me, which, you know, especially as a young mother, when I was a younger mother, that was a hard thing for me to give myself that to do. I wish I would have done that more as a younger mother, but I think that's now, I think age brings wisdom, right? Yes. So, yeah, that's why I'm here too.
Judy, do you want to share anything? Of course.
For me, like self-compassion is sometimes I try to remind myself to by loving yourself, keep the harm thing, do not keep the suffering in mind yourself. So that way, when you release the stress out there, that's loving yourself.
Yeah.
We have to differentiate self-compassion away from selfishness. And I mean, some people will say, yeah, I need to do that for myself, but then they do things that brings the other extreme into it. So they I think it becomes selfishness and not self-compassion. Right? Yeah. So that, yes, yes. So we have to, that's why we have to bring the awareness into practicing self-compassion, so we don't pass that line where we become selfish. Yeah.
Well, I love what you guys share with me today and with us, with the people watching us on YouTube also, because self-compassion is each and every aspect and word that each of you mentioned. And according to Dr. Kristen Neff, which is the pioneer in self-compassion practices, she had done many research. She was the first one that discovered literally like all that self-compassion can bring into your life, right? And she defines it as a fierce act of bringing that compassion you give out into the world inwards. And you'll say like, oh, that's true, you know, that sounds like accurate right there. But that it's very, very hard to do, like each of you shared today here. It's not something that comes naturally, but it is something that we can nurture individually, that we can cultivate like any other habits that we want to incorporate in our daily life. And self-compassion also brings, it breeds specific qualities in each of us when we practice self-compassion. It breeds curiosity, kindness. It breeds also respect towards ourselves and towards everything that surrounds us. We create a new sense of awareness of the world. We create a new sense of awareness of the world within us as well. And we get to that middle point, like Dr. Tran was mentioning, that space where you know, when you understand that we are all interconnected and intertwined, and that, like she said, that whatever is good for us is going to be good for others out there, for the world, and whatever is not good for us is not going to be good for anybody as well. So it also brings humility, duality, attentiveness, equanimity, empathy, and lots of wisdom and confidence. So I believe that when we invite this, the qualities of self-compassion into our lives, I believe that we definitely allow space for growth, allow space for change, allow space for forgiveness, allow space for acceptance within us. And that's the beauty of learning how to bring that into ourselves, how to bring that, not only how to be compassionate towards the pure dog that is on the street probably, you know, or the person that you see, the homeless that you see out there, or about whoever or whatever is struggling around you. It's not only that, it's bringing that same heartfelt feeling to yourself, and how hard it is to do that, right? I think that's one of the most difficult tasks as humans in general that we have. And I believe that it's a little bit easier for us as women to get there versus the males, because we're more emotional beings than they are. So we tend, it does not come easy, but we make it happen with that awareness, with that intention, with that focus and loving attention and kindness that we can bring inwards when we are mothers, when we are caretakers, when we are health professionals. You know, we are pouring compassion every time there, but we forget to pour that into ourselves. I would like to leave you, before we begin our meditation practice, with something very special, I would say, and important for me, because one of the things that I was thinking when I was planning on today's topic, was like, what can I leave them so they can actually take home with them what they would like to accomplish from today's lesson. So I would like you to just allow that space in today's practice individually to reflect a little bit on how would you invite self-compassion and all its qualities into your interactions with yourself and with others. And I would like to hear some of that at the end, or maybe next time when we see each other. And I would like to invite you just to get into a comfortable position. If you want to stay with your legs crossed, feel free to do so. If you want to put your legs straight up front, you can do that as well. Find a position that just feels good and okay for you, something that feels comfortable. And begin to bring your awareness to the top of your head, sending signals to the muscles on your face to soften. And inviting a sense of self-compassion to be with you at this moment. Reminding yourself that this is our intention for today's practice. If you haven't closed your eyes yet, you can do so. If you want to leave them open, I would love to invite you to just gaze down to the floor. Let your arms rest. Take a deep inhale, bringing the shoulders up, rolling them back and down. And do this a couple of times, just to release any tension before our practice began. Inviting 3 deep cleansing breaths through the nose. Letting that prana, universal life force, to flow through you. As we begin to move our energy through our breath, Maybe unclenching your jaw. And allowing the body to bathe into the stillness of this moment. And this beautiful energy of love and kindness we're sharing. Breathing in. Gently and slowly breathing out. Noticing how your body feels. On the top of your head, all the way down to the tip of your toes. Inviting awareness, the sensations in your body. Breathing in and slowly out. Allowing space within you for growth. Letting the stories layering in your mind just come and gently go. Bringing self-compassion into whatever arises within you. Just noticing what feels good and what feels unpleasant. Observing and allowing the body to be as it is here and now. If the mind wanders, you can always come back home to the breath. Let this moment be one where you choose curiosity over reactiveness. Sensing and observing how does it feels to be present here and now. The beautiful act of self-compassion and self-love. Taking deep breaths in and out. And letting this beautiful energy bathe you. We connect as one. Creating beautiful ripple effects of love and kindness. towards each of us here, towards the world out there. Breathing in. I am aware I am breathing in. Breathing out. I am aware I am breathing out. I am present in this beautiful and unique moment. Since we've been talking about self-compassion, I would like to bring some love and kindness practice into this moment. Some metta meditation. Where we will begin by sending well wishes towards ourselves. Our past and our present selves. And I would like to invite you to repeat this in your mind. To use it as an intentionally and truly feel it in your heart. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. May I find joy and inspiration in all around me. May I forgive and love myself unconditionally at all times. May I be at peace. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I find joy and inspiration in all around me. May I forgive and love myself at all times. Soak into this beautiful energy. With each breath you take, feel your body melting in the space you're sitting. Breathing in and out. May I be safe. May I be at peace. May I be healthy. May I find joy and inspiration in all around me. May I forgive and love myself at all times. I would like to invite you to bring into your mind someone that you care much about. And let's send them well wishes on this day. May they be safe. May they be peaceful. May they be healthy. May they find joy and inspiration in all around them. Every time we send well wishes to others, we create a ripple effect that spreads beautiful energy and that rises our frequency as well. Taking us to a higher vibration. May you be safe. May you be at peace. May you be healthy. May you find joy and inspiration in all around you. You can repeat this statement one more time in your mind, silently. We keep bathing into the energy of self-compassion. And spreading that beautiful energy to the people next to us, to the community, and just as we breathe, we keep spreading and spreading this beautiful energy. I would like to invite you now to bring someone into your mind that you have a little bit of conflict with, nothing too serious, but someone that you might be having or experiencing hardships with. And I want you to think of that person with love and kindness, reminding yourself, just like you, that person that harmed you in some sort of way is also a human and experience life in its unique way. Just keep that in mind as we send well wishes to these people individually. May they be safe. May they be healthy. May they be at peace. May they find joy and inspiration in all around them. If your mind wanders, just come back home to the breath. If any unpleasant sensation arises, Just bring your focus back into your breathing. May they be safe. May they be at peace. May they be healthy. May they find joy and inspiration in all around them. I will let you breathe and bathe into the beautiful energy of this moment. As you send well wishes into existence for these people, I will make some sounds. To help you ease into this moment. Taking a deep breath in, slow and gentle, letting all the air out, and just listening. Sensing and noticing how your body feels as the sound enters your ears and runs towards your whole body. Grounding us into this beautiful moment. Slowly and gently, invite your awareness to come back fully into the room. Maybe wiggling your toes a little bit, moving your hands, or taking a deep inhale and stretching your body completely. As you slowly open your eyes and smile to this beautiful and unique moment. Welcome back. Okay, so we literally finished our practice on this self-compassion topic, but like I said, I would like to hear, we will do some walk-in meditation in a little bit, but I would like to pass the microphone around and hear what you guys need to say about this practice that we just did, and to see what insights you got and how can you bring that self-compassion into your everyday lives. Who would like to start sharing? I don't want to look there, but I want it to be you. I really but I won't look that way. Okay, so anybody say yes? Who says yes?
Okay.
All right. Yes, you've been brave enough to be here and all that, so
Oh my gosh.
Let's
I
just
didn't
do
know
this.
that I would lose my mind.
yes, don't worry about it.
Well, when you said to think of someone compassionate,
Don't worry, you're good. It's hard, I know.
my friend Emily, we've been
Yes.
best friends. And Lucy, which is my cousin, which is more like a brother.
Yeah.
It's been really hard. it's been hard to see her go through it and being the strong one. And I'm trying to be strong for her. And it's probably because she's not here today that I can just, because I've been trying to keep very positive, and it's been really hard because she cares for everybody but not herself, and it's been really, and to watch her through the years, and I keep telling her, you need to start taking care of yourself, and she just never does it. And so I'm glad that she found this. I'm glad she found you, because I think it will help her, and it's been good for me too. So thank you.
That's beautiful, and that is something that we don't actually like acknowledge in our lives. We have to be always so strong for the people that we care about and for the people that we have around us, that we just crumble inside, and we just let those crumbs just get down to our feet, and all of a sudden we're like stuck there and freeze, and we don't know what to do. We don't know how to react. We don't know how to act, because we have to be strong. We have to keep it that way right here. But that's not healthy either. And when we actually let our bodies to go through the process of experiencing our emotions, our not so pleasant events in our lives, and our own struggles, when we when we walk past that, we're like just going like this, and it will end up, and at the end of it, it will end up like harming us and doing a lot of bad to us. But when we learn how to acknowledge and accept, like, this is what it is, I cannot change this, this is how it is, and this is how life is right now. It's not how it was before. It might not be even how I expected for it to be, but I accept it, and I'm grateful for what it is right now. And when we do that, we are bringing self-compassion towards ourselves, and we are bringing that sense of acceptance, of radical acceptance. That doesn't mean that we are loving what's happening and that we're liking it. No, because trust me, I don't like to have all these health issues and autoimmune diseases, and Dr. Tran knows it, because I would be doing so much more if it wasn't for that. But that's part of who I am right now. That's not part of who I was 15 years ago, but that's part of who I am right now. And I know right now that I have certain limits in certain areas of my life, and certain things that I used to do that I still do, but that I had to modify to be able to do so. If I don't see it that way, I will be bothering her every week at her office, asking for more pain medication or for something else miraculously to just make me feel better. And that's not her job. That's my job. That's something that is very personal and very individual, and it takes a lot. But that's what I do, that's what I love, what I've been doing for the past like 10 years, because it had opened a new sense of awareness in life itself for me. So, and I'm glad that I can come here and share and hear your stories and your experiences. So who else wants to share something? Well, I'm gonna go this way.
With me, okay. Well, my experience during the session was kind of a mix. I think there was a time when I was aware, and then there are a couple of times that I was drifting off to sleep, and then I keep bringing myself back. But I think my experience is, it made me realize that I'm tired, number one. Okay, so I'm tired. And, when you're tired, you may do things with lack of awareness. And for me, it made me reflected upon what I say. Because, it's not so much what I do, what I say. And I think words can hurt. and then when you're not aware and you're tired and you just blurt out with words you don't mean to say. I think that is what came up in my mind today. So it made me more aware of being kind, not only to myself, but also to others. And sometimes we just have to accept for what it is, like you said. Sometimes it's not what you want, but you just have to accept it to be happy with yourself. Because if you expect what you want to happen and it doesn't happen, and you get frustrated, and what do? You show it with words and with your body language and your action, and you feel bad afterwards. So you hurt yourself that way, but you hurt the other person too. Yes. So it's I thank you for doing this, because it made me return to myself and see what's been going on, more than just an automatic reaction to things, or like autonomic reaction. So okay. And as always, it's the people who love the most who got hurt by your words.
Of the lessons we learned.
Yes. So that was my experience. So that was what I was going through during the session. So thank you. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Anyway, I reflect on, self-compassion. That means like becoming a healthy tree, nurturing yourself. And example, like if there is a healthy fruit tree, and bearing all this beautiful fruit, and then you can offer to all around you. So order for us to grow, gotta have a self-compassion. And the most important thing, I just I never thought about that before, but today, while this topic was self-compassion, seems like self-compassion is most important thing in life. You gotta be yourself. You gotta nurture yourself, and then you gotta be healthy in order to do anything. Otherwise, you cannot offer anything. So I really thank you. That was a gift. Thanks.
So when we were thinking of someone that you have conflict with, I thought of myself. I put it back to myself because I struggle.
I did that the first time I did this practice. While I was learning and then going through school for this, I did that.
Yeah, it's hard because I'm like you. Last couple of years have been diagnosed with autoimmune, and it changes your life. And it almost feels like failure a lot of times because you can't be the person you used to be. But like you said, you have to accept it, and you have to realize things are different, and you have to let go of worrying about what other people think or about, they don't understand, they can't understand. So, but yeah, so dealing with conflict with myself is a big deal.
But I bet it was beautiful.
I tend to be a fixer. So this and other life experiences have really changed the way that I try to fix, or not fix, I should say. So I think there's certain times in your life where you can be a fixer, but other times when people aren't willing or accepting of it, then you have to accept that, it's not going to do any good, and you just have to try to be happy in that moment of, like you said, kind of where things are. And so it's a really good thing for me to have this meditation and this mindfulness, because it reminds me that, with the self-compassion, and then I can give that out to others who, I try to help but may not want it. So I can give them at least compassion.
Do that and send them those well wishes, even if they're not near you, and that energy, trust me, will get to them for sure.
Really, I don't know what to say. When she talked about that, like, I think it reflects myself right there too. I have a similar kind of situation. Like sometimes, like you're loving family members, and if you see them kind of like going kind of different way, and then you think you try to bring them back, but then they don't accept that. You get frustrated, you get mad, and then you sad, or I mean, you keep that inside yourself, and then you hurt yourself, and then people still don't understand that. People still not accepting what you're saying, and then you hurt yourself. So like, yes, coming here, learning, like be aware of, surrounding, and then accepting. So it's make me change my way how I see things happening, and then like that's also like loving yourself. You have to accept and then seeing that. So I really thanks a lot for coming every week here to learn a lot of different things and kind of changing my life.
And that's something that I enjoy very much too, because that's the beauty of mindfulness. Mindfulness gives you a whole new sense, a whole new perspective of life. And you can actually have that awareness that you did not have before. And when you start developing that, when you start cultivating and nurturing that awareness in your daily living, you begin to accept things more. You begin to, like I say, flow with ease a little bit more, when things don't bother you as much as they used to. You start caring more for yourself. Like, for example, this week, I mentioned to somebody that I have developed, since I was diagnosed in 2017, that I have developed a sense of self-awareness, that I know when I'm having a flare, for example, and if I have to cancel plans, I don't feel guilty or bad for canceling plans anymore, because I am first. I need to be first. I need to be my own priority, because if I'm not my own priority, it's impossible for me to be the priority for anybody else. And I'm a mom too, and I'm a wife, and I do a lot of other things outside. I do a lot of volunteer work. I coach others as well. I do many, many, many things. But when I can't, I can't. And I learned that the hard way, because when I was young, I had my 3 girls by myself. I was a single mom for like 12 years, and I had a couple of different jobs at the same time, and it was very hard. So I was talking with my husband this week about that, and how we burned ourselves down. Because we are always in autopilot and on the go, 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 and we are not taught how to just stop and take that time for ourselves, to just retreat ourselves and say, okay, I am here for you now. Okay, now it's time for us, just to be. We don't get teach, nobody taught us that. That's not how we grew up. And it's very important, and it's very, very hard to unlearn the old ways, so we can relearn and apply other concepts, other routines, other healthier habits into our lives, so we can definitely live a life that is happier, healthier, and more peaceful for sure. So I would like you guys to stand up so we can practice, do a couple of rounds of walking meditation, since we've been sitting for a while now. And I love to use walk and meditation too as a grounding tool, I will say. That connects us deeper into the earth and that leaves us with a sense of, new awareness as well. So what we do is that I bet you guys you are new right here. Sorry? You came here before, or this is your first time, right? Okay. So what we do is that we take an inhale and a step forward, exhale the other one. This is a very slow practice. It's something that you can do even carrying your laundry basket. So it's very good to practice at home. We can start with our left leg or we can start with the right. It doesn't matter as long as with each step you are taking your breath, consciously and intentionally. So taking a deep breath in and slow breath out at your own pace. Breathing in and out. Reminding yourself our intention for today's practice. Just noticing how the feet feel every time they touch the floor, the ground. You can repeat those well wishes in your mind if you would like to for yourself. Or you can just look outside and focus on the beauty that the gray days bring with them. Breathing in and out. Consciously and slowly. Letting the grounding energy of the earth connect with your body. Breathing in. I am aware I'm breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing out and I let go. Let the air come in and out of your nose. When you get to the area where you were sitting, I would like to invite you to stay standing. Maybe shaking your legs a little bit. Just bringing yourself into a posture where you are like standing with your legs the same distance of your hips, wide apart. Maybe you want to just clasp your fingers or just stand with your arms open on the side, like in mountain pose. Taking a deep breath in and slowly and gently letting it out. Inviting your eyes to close gently. Inhale in deeply. As you visualize like you're pulling the energy of the earth. And that with each inhale, that energy is coming up towards your feet. All the way and slowly coming up towards your legs. Pulling that energy up with each breath you take to cleanse you. Breathing in deeply and out slowly. To let your knees relax, don't lock them. Just keep pulling the energy up. Maybe you would like to incorporate your arms, and when you inhale, you bring your arms slowly up towards your head, and when you exhale, you slowly bring it down and bend your knees a little bit. Breathing in, pulling that energy, beautiful life force energy all the way up, and breathing out, sending it back down towards the earth. Breathing in and slowly and gently out. Holding that energy, that beautiful life force energy, on the top of your head. Just relax here for a couple of seconds or minutes, or however long you want to. Just notice in the body as it anchors with the earth beneath you. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Embracing this beautiful connection with the earth and your body as a whole. Allowing this beautiful connection with everybody that is in here and with everyone that is participating in this practice online. As we share this beautiful energy and this new sense of self-compassion and relaxation, I would like you to take a deep inhale, bringing your arms up, letting the palms of your hands find each other on top of your head. Slowly bringing your hands, the palms of your hands, down to your heart center. As we show gratitude for this moment and invite our awareness to fully come back into the room, smiling to whoever is in front of you into this beautiful and unique moment. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here today, for taking time for yourself today and showing that self-compassion and that self-love. I want to thank you all for watching us on YouTube as well. Think happy thoughts, speak kind words, and always, always have a grateful heart. Thank you. Well, we can sit again briefly. If anybody wants to share something else, feel free to do so right now. But you have to enjoy our last part. You're okay? That's perfectly fine. Well, if anybody wants to say anything else? If not, we're good. So thank you all for watching us. Bye-bye, and thank you again. Bye.